Hey guys, this is Mega Snow Lizard doing a review for the JB-00 Infinity Warfare with gibberish and stuff, and JB Infinite Warrior whatever. It's 15 plus on the bottom, and this is how I got him in the mail. I bet he was like jumbled around, see part of things hanging down in the bottom. I didn't open this up yet, mind you. And there's the stuff on the back. Alright. And I've been going through the YouTube videos and try to find anything that I could find on this set, but I can't find him with these figures. So I decided to do a video of my own and show you guys what it looks like with these guys. I already did a video about Predaking, so I'm gonna just take this thing apart, pull it out one by one, make the weapon and put on the hands and do all that jazz. Because I know you already seen the pictures for Predaking with this that they promote on the other images. Well, I don't think they have any images of Predaking on here. No, they don't. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. Alright, so I'm going to have a fully transformed Predaking combined form. I'm going to have Predaking in this combined form, but it will not have any of these pieces just yet. I'll show you the before and after of each one. As you know, Predaking is just too big to fit on my screen, so there we go. This is him with all his normal parts, okay? His original parts. You see the fists are all whatever. There's no fancy cannon on top. There you go. I'm just going to do a couple more flybys here. Nothing really special. Okay. Now, I'm going to go through piece by piece and show you what goes where, and hopefully you guys will like the result. So the first thing that you want to do is you see these pieces over here. I'm sorry, let me try to find a better angle for you guys to actually see that. They look like this, okay, like an L-shaped piece. You want to put these figures right on here where the shoulder meets the in the middle piece between the arm and the chest. This is here without it, and you want to put it on here. You see this crevice right over there? Alright, so what you want to do is just snap that in place. Not snap it, but you want to slide it in. Like so. So now you have two of these, on one of these on either side. Okay? So then after you do that, you want to add these pieces in there. The one with the two holes on either side. I already put one part on. Sorry about the horrible lighting. Maybe I should move. There he goes. Yeah. So now you have these arm things in. You just want to plug it to the second notch on the bottom. So the second notch. So, man, the background is so dark. I'm sorry about that. So you see that weird peg sticking out? You want to attach this hole into that hole. Okay? This peg into that hole. So let's go do that. Then you want to tilt it a little bit forward because these are going to be the rear cannons. Yes, sorry guys for the horrible lighting. Okay, and then you want to make it look more awesome, you want to take these clear cone looking pieces and you want to put it on top of these. Like so. And you have two of them. So here's my other piece. I'm going to put it on top of the cannon tip. Like so. Okay. So now you have his shoulder cannons, which look pretty awesome. Okay, now for the next step. For the next step, you want to mess with these things. They have more articulation than the regular hands because actually the fingers go in and out. And the thumb, you can actually rotate out and in. Okay. The fingers do not move individually, they move as a one whole plastic piece. So I'm going to put that over there. And then you want to take these plastic claws, you see that peg? You want to rotate the hand out. Then you want to peg the hole, put the hole into that peg. And it sits okay. It's a little bit loose, but if you don't bother with it too much, and it stays in place pretty well, see? Doesn't shake out or doesn't do anything like that. And you see here, this one will not normally fit inside that because it needs a one between connector piece. Unlike that arm, okay, that's original. We'll put this one in. This one belongs over here. Okay, so how are you going to do that is with these pieces. The intermediate pieces that enables you to put that peg into this peg hole, and you slot these in between there. Okay, now I'm going to do that for this side, and I'll show you guys on the other side. Okay, that was a lot harder than I thought. Mainly because these, you know how one peg on the fist, as you see here, one peg is longer than the other, so it'll be easier to put in. But unfortunately, these intermediary pieces that have both pegs, they're both the same length. So they're really hard to get in place. Okay. So trying to get this other claws set out of the, wow, it's really stuck in there. There we go. So now I have this other hand, other claw for the hand. This one fits a lot tighter than the other hand. This should be the right hand. Okay. And what you want to do is just plug that into the hole provided by the intermediate, the joint piece. Which is not as easy as I thought. Okay, wait a second. Oh, you guys can see it from here, so that's good. Okay. So he does have a little bit of motion in the wrist. It goes forward and back a little bit. Not so much. Then it does spin at the wrist, like so. But he gets to keep this awesome looking hand, so that's pretty cool. So, and I'm going to do it on the other side. Okay, and for the last piece, what you want to do is you have your center long piece, like so. But before you get to this, you'll have the curved piece over here. Then you'll have this long looking rifle piece over here. You want to connect the two. Okay, so it looks like one whole blade, curved to the long. Then you have the central piece over here. It looks like that could be a single blade by itself. But you know, Predaking needs the ultimate weapon, so we'll connect this long piece to the central piece over there. Make sure that all the parts are connected really well. Okay, so it should look somewhat like that. And this looks like it's only half a weapon, so that's why you have the other half, the curved piece, to the long end. And you'll just do the same thing. You'll add it to the main core sword. It's like playing around with Legos, but a little bit more sensitive. Alright. So after you piece it in correctly, it should look something like this, at least a bladed portion. Okay. And as you see, it's really cool. You can see right through it, well, almost right through it. Okay. Then you take this part over here, the handle piece. Then you can just plug it right in. Okay. And because we always like to use all the pieces, here's another one too. There you go. And you have this extra nub. I'm not sure what you're going to use that for, but you have two of those nubs. Okay. So, and then you have these cannon looking parts. You just put them on the sword just to make it look more fancy. Okay. Okay. So you'll open up his hand, rotate his thumb out a little bit, place his mighty spear or whatever sword into his hands. His grip is kind of weak. Oh, let me rotate his arm up. Maybe that'll make him hold it a little bit easier. Come on. Oh, wait a second. I totally forgot. You know this peg right here? There's actually a peg hole in his hand. Oh, I won't reach it. Maybe the bun one. That looks really goofy though. Yeah. Let me try it again. Maybe if I turn it... Nope. You will hold on to the sword. Because I want you to hold on to it. Ah, come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Somewhat. Sorry guys, I didn't piece them together correctly. So there's this awesome looking sword. There we are. I made an extra long handle. You guys don't have to do that if you don't wish to. I just don't like having extra parts laying around. Like for example, I have these things. I can always peg it into here. I can always peg them up here. But I'm not going to. So this is Predaking with all his Infinity Warfare pieces on. Finally, he gets shoulder cannons, which looks awesome. He has a sword, and he has his hands. Articulated hands, finally. I don't think they're as great as a Crazy Devi, but if you don't want to spend too much, and if you want to make some slight improvements to your Predaking, this is not a bad option. And you could always use these parts for other figures. At least that's what I heard. Let me refocus. Nope. We'll focus over here. So I'm going to do a crazy flyby. Whoa, big sword. These crazy cannons, yes, yes. And Fist of Hatred. Ooh, nice. So this is the Predaking version of Infinity Warfare. Nice. JB-00 Infinity Warfare. This is Mega Snow Lizard signing off.